This is a Sony a7C and this is my main camera for filming. Just look at the sensor of this camera. It is a massive sensor. The 3 camera plus the lens of the Samsung S23 Ultra can fit in this sensor. This camera alone is more expensive than the S23 Ultra phone, and just don't imagine the cost of the lens. My point is, this camera is only 24 megapixel, but this phone has got 200 megapixel camera. What I mean is the number of megapixel of the camera doesn't judge the quality of the camera. I mean that this mirrorless camera is still better than the phone camera. In this video, we're going to talk about the new Samsung S23 Ultra. This phone was released in February 2023, and this phone is very fantastic. If you are interested in this phone, please see the link in the description. This link is the cheapest deal at the moment. And also, please subscribe to this channel to see more phones and tech videos. This phone has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 with 8-core CPU, and the phone has got 2 versions of RAMs. We have the 12GB and the 8GB of RAM. Here in my hand is only the 8GB of RAM with 256GB of storage, and the GPU of this phone is the Adreno 740. This phone has no fancy difference from the S22 Ultra, although there are a bit, but not very significant or not very noticeable. The only physical difference that I've noticed so far is the quality of the side buttons. It is more softer to press in the S23 Ultra than the S22. In addition, the size of the pen is a bit square in the S23 and a bit more oblong in the S22 Ultra. The pen of the phone cannot fit in the S22 Ultra, but the pen of the S22 can fit in the S23. There is no significant difference in the pen quality though. It is just the same, and you can use both pens interchangeably on both phones. There is also a little bit of difference in weight. The S22 Ultra is 236 grams, while the S22 is 233, which is not very significant. The camera of this phone is the same, but the design of the phone or the design of the camera of the S23 Ultra is superb. There is like a black protector at the side of the camera of this phone, which makes it a little bit more bigger than the S22. But the most significant difference in physical form for me is the shape of the sides of the S22 Ultra, which is a less curved than the S22 Ultra. It's a bit more handy to carry, but this fact is not a big deal if you're using a phone case, which most people do. The position of the camera is different as well compared to the S22, so you cannot really use the case of the S22 phones to your S23. There are also big difference in camera quality. The S22 Ultra has only got the maximum 108 megapixel, which is already massive for smartphones, and the S22 Ultra has the maximum of 200 megapixels. One photo of this lens can reach up to 25 MB, which is massive for JPEG. I cannot really see any difference in color, but there's a difference in sharpness when zooming in. If you're only posting these photos on your social media accounts like Facebook or Instagram, you will not notice any difference in quality, but there is significant difference in low light. The S23 Ultra has obviously better camera quality in low light. It looks better, people looks better, brighter, but there is significant loss in sharpness in low light. But again, if you're using this for social media purposes only, it's not a big deal. I also have noticed that the S23 is a little bit more contrasty while the S22 was more saturation. This color difference can be edited in post-production though, and there is no perfect camera anyway. The sharpness and the details are almost the same, but please note guys that these images are taken from the phone's maximum megapixel. So these images is the 200 megapixel versus the 108 megapixel. On video mode, there is only one thing that made significant difference in the S22 and 23, which is the 8K option. The 8K mode in the S22 Ultra is more stable and useful with the maximum FPS of 30, and it is a video stabilizer, while the S22 has got the 24 FPS maximum and it doesn't have stabilizer, which makes this 8K not really usable for the S22. But I don't know really anyone or no one who uses 8K for videos. Hi guys, this is a 4K 30 video sample of the S23 Ultra. As you can see, it is great. I cannot really see myself, but I can see earlier because this is my 3rd day of this clip, and I can see it's great. So yeah, you judge it yourself. Now I'm going to try the front camera. Alright guys, so here I can see myself. This is a bit not as sharp as the main camera, but it is great. Yeah, I can still use this. I can even use this for vlogging for this type of video, and yeah, I like to try the ultra wide. Okay guys, so this is a bit wide now. This is the 0.6 ultra wide video lens of this phone. So you can see guys that the video quality of the ultra wide of the Google Pixel is better than this. Otherwise, the rest of the camera of this phone is great. It's just the ultra wide, that's the main issue. It's a bit more wider. I think it's better. And if you want to see the video, just click it in here. So yeah, you judge yourself. What is significant in difference between these two phones is the speed and the battery capacity. Since the S23 Ultra has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, it is more energy efficient, and the update of the Android 14 has also improved in battery life of these phones. Both of these phones has got 5000 mAh in capacity, but it's just the CPU that made it more efficient for the S23. The restart and loading speed of the S22 Ultra is also more faster than the S22 Ultra for the average of 5 seconds, but most important is the S23 Ultra has no or less lags compared to the S22. Well, this phone will have lag in the future update of OS, but I think there's nothing we can do about it. It happens like all the time. My gaming experience in the S23 Ultra is significantly better than the S22 because I experienced no overheating in this phone, even though that this phone has less RAM than the S22. I also can play Ultra mode in my S23. I can activate the Ultra mode in my S22 Ultra. I don't know why really. Now, with not very significant difference in performance and physical appearance, there is significant difference in price. The S23 Ultra is now around £850 now on Amazon, or you can get it cheaper if you click the link in the description, or yeah, you can get it from whatever you can search. While the S22 Ultra has dropped to more than 50% of its original price, around £650. You can also see in the link in the description here in the UK and in the US. These prices are the present price of this phone in the market, which will continue to drop in the near future. In conclusion, the average difference in price of these two phones is around £200, and the difference in performance is not very much. The question is, do you need to upgrade? For me, money-wise, it's a no, because I don't think I need to upgrade. Besides, I always have issues transferring files from one phone to another, and the video quality of my present phone is enough for my needs. If you are interested with this product, please see the link in the description, and please subscribe to this channel to see more phones and tech videos. Thank you for watching. And also, if you have any comments, please leave it in the comments below.